Hi everyone. As part of today's session, I will cover exception handling in Python. So, exception handling is a mechanism used to handle runtime errors gracefully so that the program does not terminate unexpectedly. uh, to handle any type of errors, not only runtime, any type of errors, uh, programmer have to handle and um, whenever any exception occurs, uh, we should know what caused the exception, right? So if, for example, if you are withdrawing money from ATM and money is deducted from your account but you haven't got amount, so something goes wrong which you are not aware. So if there is no proper message displayed, then user will be confused why the what actually happening. So if user gets proper message like you will the amount will be refunded in next 2 working days or something, then will be user will have some information. If exception is not handling, you are not providing proper message whenever any exception occurs, then this is for user it is quite difficult to understand what is going on. Okay, so exception handling, using exception handling, programmers can handle the possible exception may occur in block of code. Okay, so let me explain with example here. Exception handling is achieved in Python using try and except blocks. Okay, so in try block, programmer will write setup code, and if programmers thinks that the set of code, there is chances of exception. For example, he is opening any file, and if file is not exist in the particular path which he is referring, right, then if file is not exist, then exception will occur. Okay, this is one exception scenario. Then programmer have to think, have to handle this error, then he have to write a code in using try and except blocks in Python. Okay, so in try block actual code will be written, and except block, if programmer thinks what all possible errors my that piece of code means what all possible errors may occur in that piece of code in try block. Okay, so except block, programmer have to write except block. So if you see this example in under try, x is equal to 10 by 0. So this is arithmetic exception because divided by 0 will give arithmetic error, right? So if in except block, programmer is handling zero division error. Okay, so error handled, he is printing something. So this way we have to handle the exception in except block, and in try block user have to write his actual logic. Okay, so let me explain exception handling practically. Okay, if you see this program, right, let me save this first. So I have written try block, and inside try block some certain in a operation I am doing, and I have written except block. So I am thinking, I'm taking input from user. Okay, and I am converting that input into integer and I'm storing in num1 and num2, and I'm dividing num1 by num2 and I'm storing that result in result variable, and I'm just printing it. But as a programmer, you have to think what all possible errors may occur in this. So user may not give numbers, so input will take input from user, right? Input method in Python. So user may not enter numbers. That is one possibility. If user is not entering numbers, some characters he is entering, then uh, int method will not able to convert that text into numbers. Uh, then it will cause exception, right? So to handle data type related issue, then we have to write except block with value error. Value error except block will handle data type related issues. Okay. So if user provides boolean sorry text or something, then this is a data type related issue, and the control will not go control will not execute next set of lines. It will directly jump to, if it will check for this exception any except block is exist. Value error handles data type related issues. Then it will except block will execute and it will print please enter numbers. Okay. And what is another possible exception is user may enter second number as 0. Yeah, then uh, if anything is divided by 0 will be infinity, means arithmetic exception, right? So in that case the program will check if this error is handled in except block. So if you have not written this except block with zero division, then exception will occur. But if you handle using except block and zero division error, then it will print the it will execute a set of lines written in except block of zero division error. So I just wrote one line print statement, don't enter second number as 0. So whenever a user provides second number as 0, exception is thrown, but it is, I handled the exception and I'm just printing don't enter second number as 0. So whenever we are printing such information, right, the uh, user will understand that okay, I need not, I have to enter non-zero value. So you are providing proper message to user. So this is how you can handle the exception. Except, try, except are main blocks in exception handling. And finally is optional block, where programmers may write or may not write, but if irrespective of exception occurred or not occurred, finally block will execute. Okay. So let me first execute without any exception. Okay. So in first here, right, I have to provide two first and second number, right? Let me provide proper data. Okay. So first number I will give as 75, and second number I will give as 10. Okay, 7.5 is the result. Okay, so no exception. And finally block executed irrespective of exception occurred or not occurred. Finally block will always execute, and finally block is not mandatory if you want. So finally block is required in certain scenario where irrespective of error occurred or not occurred, you want to do certain operation, like in real time if you want to disconnect a DB connection or something, irrespective of error occurred or not occurred. In that scenario, you can go for finally. But this is the finally is not mandatory. So this is positive scenario. But let me clear the output and so if user enters some text value, Then let me type some text value. Okay, so what output I got? Please enter numbers. Please enter numbers is this block is executed, except block is executed because this is data type related issue, right? Then value error block will execute, except block of value error will execute. um, so this way you can handle data type related issues. Okay, so let me clear this. And any arithmetic exception like division by zero, we have one more except block I have written, zero division error. This except block will handle division by zero exception. Okay, so let me re-execute. First number I will enter 15. Second number I will enter as 0. Okay, I got exception, but I handled it. Line number 13 executed, right? Don't enter second number as 0. I handled the exception. So let me remove this. Let me cut this and put it under commented value. Okay, so what exactly happens if exception is not handled? Okay, let me rerun same program. 15, same values I am giving. Okay, I got error. Even exception occurred, finally block executed, but I got error like zero division error, the division by zero. So this error occurred. So if you handled, then you have to write, if you want to handle, you have to write except with zero division error. Okay. So there is some situation where programmers is there is in real time, right? There will be huge application and you don't know exactly what kind of exception may occur in certain block of code. Okay, in that case, what we can do is we can have this one, exception except block. Okay, this one handles any type of exception. Okay, um, so let me cut this one as well, value also. Let me put it under commented line. Okay, so this exception block, right, it handles data type related issue also and arithmetic related issue also. Okay, so let me see, let me try to check both scenarios. Okay, so let me I have saved the file, I believe, and let me clear the output. So the use of exception except block is any type of issue it will handle. Okay, so I will provide again text for first parameter here. Okay, so I'm giving some text. I got so except block, except exception block, right? This block is executed, means except exception block will execute irrespective of any type of error. So this one executed for data type related issue also. And let me clear the output and let me rerun, and now I will provide second number as 0. Exception occurred. So irrespective of any type of exception, if your programmer is not sure what kind of exception may occur, right, in that case you programmer can go for exception except block. Okay, so that is the use of so if a programmer is only interested in specific exception like value error or zero reason, then he can handle that one. But in general, if he wants to handle all type of exception, then programmer can go for except exception block. Okay, so this is about exception handling in that's it from exception handling. Thank you all, bye.